This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, proudly sponsored by Empire Fight Store. Today I'm very lucky to joined by Gabriel Flores Sr. So how's you been then, mate? What have you been up to recently?
You doing, man?
Yeah, all good. So how's life out there in Vegas?
It's great, man. Training the mountains, the good life when you want it, the strips down the street, you know what I'm saying?
You go lots of runs up the mountains then?
Did we go to the mountains? Yeah, I mean, we hit Mount Charleston every Saturday.
And how far do you run up there? Well, do you run or is it just your son that's running and you're on the bike?
No, Junior does all the work, man. I'm just telling him what to do and following him in the car, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, it's not that bad then. But how far is it running up those mountains then?
There's like 5 miles up there, high altitude.
Yeah, that is pretty far though. So I also talk a bit about you, about your kind of boxing story, because I know a lot of people will know you kind of from your son's success so far. But how did you originally get into boxing then?
How did I get into it? I mean, I trained my stepson. My stepson was national champion. His brother, Rogelio Gutierrez, and Gabriel was little, and he was just watching. And one day he's like, "Hey, can I try that out?" And I was like, "Sure." And I actually threw him in the ring at Robert Garcia's with another bigger kid, and he was beating up on Gabriel. And as soon as the sparring was over, I asked him, "Do you want to still do this?" And he's like, "Yeah." And that's when I knew he could do it.
Right from there. But did you have any bouts as an amateur or pro or anything like that?
Man, I just did street stuff, local gym stuff, nothing crazy like Junior did. I was in trouble as a kid, in the streets. I was a street kid from California.
Was that hard for you to? Was that harder for you to learn the sport and kind of study it, kind of understand it if you hadn't had any bouts or anything like that?
Well, Gabriel, his brother won nationals. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I knew how to fight. You know what I'm saying? Little amateurs and stuff like that, but not to the extent what Gabriel did, but just repetition, man, in the gym, sparring the best kids you could spar, being around the best coaches you could be around, hitting the national tournaments. We hit all the national tournaments, even like probably about four a year, 5 a year sometimes.
Yeah, certainly. And when you're around those other gyms, do you pick a lot up from the other coaches then?
I used to a lot, man. A lot of the coaches was from the East Coast, Washington, D.C. I like that style a lot better than the typical, California style, come forward, hands up. I like the slickness. I like the distance, punch selection instead of just throwing punches. So that's more of our style.
And now the coaches, I guess, pick stuff up from you.
I mean, I would like to think so. Yeah, I mean, Gabriel was the #1 amateur in the world before he turned pro with Top Rank. So I would like to think that I know something, a little something.
Well, I'm sure you do. And I saw a video when I searched you and your son up on YouTube. I saw a video of Andre Ward coming down to the gym. Were you there that day?
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're friends with Dre. He comes out to the gym every once in a while to see Gabriel train and give him advice.
What's that like hanging Andre Ward there?
He's a cool cat, man. He's a real cool, mellow, chill guy. I mean, he's a professional, man. That's the best way I can explain it. As a professional, and he's a good guy.
Yeah, I'm certainly sure about that. And that's what I touched on your son's last fight. I know he lost against Lopez last year. How's he been since then?
He's great, man. I mean, there's not too much to say about that. I'm gonna tell you, like Gabriel's best camp. That was Gabriel's best camp he had. Sparring with Tank, sparring Yorkies Gamboa. He sparred the best. He did great, and just fight week. That's the first time he made 30. And he caught a little bug. I mean, I don't like to make excuses. Junior would never say it, but he caught a little bug, and we didn't think he was nothing of it. But fight night, once he got in there, he didn't have no legs. As a lot of people could see. I don't have to. You could see plainly that's not Gabriel by the second, third round. He's tired. Like Gabriel works extremely hard. So for people to think, oh, that's just Gabriel, they're crazy. You know what I'm saying? You'll see this fight coming up March 19th.
Oh, he's got a fight announced March 19th, but I didn't know because on Box Rec, it hasn't got it charted. Is there an opponent in mind at all?
Excuse me?
Is there an opponent in mind at all?
Yeah, Abraham Montoya. He beat actually Lopez. He beat Lopez, so we're looking to go out there and put a show on against him and show everybody, the real Gabriel Flores Jr. Yeah,
so what's it about? I know Lopez. I saw Lopez box the other day actually down at York Hall. He fought Isaac Lowe who was the IBF eliminator. Yeah, he's quite. I noticed when I was watching him at ringside, he's a very awkward fighter. He kind of has his chin up in the air. Then he covers it with the front shoulder. He's quite an awkward fighter. Which some of the hardest fighters to box are awkward ones. But I think I'm going to be coming to Las Vegas next year. Is there all right if I pop down to the gym? Oh, sorry, not that next year. This year, 2022.
100% for sure, man. I got you. Come by, watch Junior train, hang out. You know what I'm saying? For sure, no problem.
Awesome. I'm sure we'll catch up then. Thanks so much for your time. I'll put your Instagram link in the description, but thanks for your time. I'm sure we'll catch up soon then, mate. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.